And this is my husband. This is Elvis' glorious brother.
Okay.
I'd like to say hi to my auntie, and I love her very much, and I'm wishing her many, many more birthdays. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Vanetta. I'm so glad that I was able to share this special day with you. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I just had something to my oldest sister, Vanetta. I just want you to know I love you from the bottom of my heart. I am so glad God has allowed you to reach your 90th birthday, and I will love you forever.
I'd like to say happy birthday to my friend Vanetta. I miss you in class, but I know you're still hanging on, and God bless you on this great, great day. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Vanetta. This is Dolores. You know, me and you, we go back with Empire. So that's my partner right there. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. God bless you. Thank the Lord that the Lord spared you for this 90 years of beauty, and may the Lord bless you with many more years. Love you.
Happy birthday, Miss Gardner. Happy birthday, Miss Gardner.
Congratulations, sis, on your 90th birthday. I wanted to be here to wish you love and happiness and many, many more years of life.
Congratulations on making 90 years old. We're so happy. Happy birthday.
Well, I'm 75. That's still a picture.
I am Vanetta's next dog, cheer dog, and I'm named after her. And I'm very happy to be here today because celebrating her birthday is very important. And I hope God bless her to have many more. And I love her so very much. And thank you for letting me my picture.
Well, Grandma made it to 90. Here to be sure she can see around a little longer.
I would like to say that Vanetta Gardner is my neighbor, and I was her caregiver for 7 years. And we've been living here at the verandas for 10 years. No, 15 years, I'm sorry. We've been living here for 15 years. And she is my best friend. And also, I adopted her as my godmother.
Just thank the Lord for being here. Thank you for blessing me to make 90 years. And God is good.
All right. Hello, Mother Gardner. Happy birthday. What a great blessing it is to be here celebrating with you one more time. And we're blessed to be here. We love you. We miss you. And thank you for having us here with you for this great celebration.
Happy birthday to my cousin, Vanetta. From my first cousin, you know. And it was a struggle to get here, but I wouldn't have missed it.
Happy birthday.
We want to wish Auntie Vanetta a very happy 90th birthday. She is our matriarch and our queen, and she is a victorious woman, and we love you. Happy birthday, everyone.
I have to say something? Well, gee. Hello, Auntie, how you doing? You know who I am. I'm your nephew, your favorite nephew, Jeffrey Bennett. Here celebrating your 90th birthday. What a blessing to be here to celebrate with you. Thank you for having me on the list. And look forward to my hug and kiss when I see you, wherever you may be right now. All right.
That's what's up. Glad to be here. I hope that you have a wonderful life after this, and we look forward to doing what we can to make sure that it happens. Our happy birthday.
Hi, Angie. Happy 90th birthday. Love you. You look beautiful.
Okay, happy birthday, Grandma. And yeah, 90. Hope for another 90. Enjoy.
That's all I got. Vanessa's son, Ronnie Gardner, and we're very happy to be here to celebrate my mom's 90th birthday. I thank God that she's been blessed for many years, and she still looks healthy and still doing very well.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
All right.
My grandma's a very wonderful person. She's always been there for me, you know. So anytime she needs something, I'm always there for her. It don't matter what it is. I love her with all my heart and all my soul. Like I said, if she needs anything, I'm there for her. I'm just happy right now for her. You know, she's like living 90 years old. Not everybody does that, so I'm very happy for her. I don't know what else to say, really.
That was perfect.
Appreciate it.
All right, everybody, just for a quick minute, I just want to say a few things. Mom, Uncle Melvin, just trying to get your attention. So, on behalf of my mother, we want to thank everybody for being here for her 90th birthday. We are truly blessed to have my mom still. Amen. And I got a few stories to talk about later. We're not going to do that right now, but just want to thank everybody for being here, and I want everybody to enjoy themselves, enjoy the food, have a great time, okay, and get to know each other. And so I want to introduce, this is my mom's pastor, Pastor Lewis. He's going to bless the meal. And then we'll just move on from there. How's that, Pastor? Okay?
All right, good evening, everybody. What a great time to be gathered together. We're going to pray and bless the food, and we just want to bless this event as well. Father God, we do bless you and we praise you. We thank you for this day that you have given us. We thank you for life, health, and strength and abundance. And we thank you for this great celebration, celebrating Mother Gardner's 90th birthday. I thank you, O Lord God, for all of this family and these friends that have gathered around to celebrate this day, Lord. This is a day that you have made, so we're rejoicing and we're glad in it. We thank you for the food that has been prepared, and we ask you to grant that it serves as a nourishment to our bodies. We thank you for many more celebrations just like this to come as well. We give you the praise, honor, and glory in the mighty and precious name of Jesus, and we all say, amen.
I would like to start eating. Okay, hold on. Ronnie, you want to pass the banana? I will do that. Yeah. I'm sure they're going to get you. I'm not good. No, I said something on here. I said later on. I got to get this piece later on. All right.
Hey, guys, you want to get the camera, Grandma?
All right.
She got stage fright.
Excuse me. 7 months. Take care.
I'm going to do the meat. This one. This is your mom's pasta
Right there. You stay right there. That all my guests is here. I'm thankful for my family, grandkids, great-grandkids, just everyone. I thank God for me making the 90th birthday, and just here to celebrate and enjoy, and just be thankful.
The game is to not say anything. Two. And with the ranch? Okay.
so far.
Good. I like that there's a lot of people and everybody showed up to her 90th birthday. And I'm happy that God's watching over and protecting her as she lives. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. You want to try to? Honey, you want to eat?
Thank you.
Grandma? Is it recording right now?
Yeah, recording.
Grandma, I love you more than anything. Your new granddaughter loves you more than anything. Happy 90th birthday. And yeah. And thank you so much for making it to our wedding Thursday. It meant the world. So we love you very, very much. We have our card for you. There's a little joke in here, so you're like it.
I want to reiterate that we really thank everybody for coming to celebrate my mother's 90th birthday. Well, it's a celebration. Her birthday was on the 21st of March.
Close that door over there.
Tell everybody come in. Tell everybody come in. Daniel, Ronnie, show everybody come in. Sure.
Well, they say it distorts. It distorts if you have it too close to your mouth. Okay.
We got to hear this expert microphone people over here.
Okay. What I wanted to let everybody know, really appreciate you coming here to celebrate my mother's 90th year on this earth, and we really appreciate it. She actually turned 90 on the 21st of March, but because we have a couple, well, we had to come here for my nephew's wedding, so we asked her if she would be willing to postpone the celebration until we could have everybody here. So this is for my mom. This is a celebration. Most of us are family. If we're not actual family, we are friends that are like family. So I do appreciate everybody coming here to let mom know how you love her and appreciate her and just want to show how you care for her. So we're going to get started with our activities this evening, and we have some things that are going to be funny, some things that are going to be serious, but we're all going to go through my mother's life in a way in which all of us remember how she was as our mother. She was a great mother, and you know, we got to give her props. Yes. She has done a wonderful job. Oh, am I dropping my arm again? Sorry. So this is not church. This is a celebration. So we're just going to have us a good time, and we're just going to have some, like I said, some funny stories about mom, some serious stories about mom, and anybody else that wants to give tribute to my mother, you're more than welcome. So with that being said, I got a cue from my sister Patricia. Yes, ma'am.
The photographer is not here, Avion. He'll be taking pictures, and he also has a studio set up here to get candid shots, things like that. Avion, you want to say anything else about it?
Yeah, so I have the backdrop. You guys could sign up if you guys want. I have my...
We're very casual around here.
Just push your name, and then we'll get started from there. Yeah. So.
And there's props.
There's props, everything. There's a seat back there. You guys want to sit down and.
He can do group shots, single shots, shots with props, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Related anybody in here?
My mom is Amira.
I just make sure everybody knew.
And your grandma.
And that's my grandma.
And that's your other grandma.
here. But I guess he only figures he only has 1 or 2 people that he actually recognizes. He is a great photographer also. He's studying to, he's doing amateur now, but he wants to work for National Geographic, which I think is great. So I put you on blast, Avion, so you got to come through with that, okay?
All right, yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now, while I'm here, before I turn it over to any of my other siblings that may have something to say, I want to recognize some new members to our family. I want to recognize Tracy and Brandon. They're newlyweds. So, Tracy, welcome to the family. And Brandon's over there. That's my nephew. That's Patricia's son. And then I also want to recognize the newlyweds from this past Saturday. No, Thursday. Today is Saturday. And that's my nephew, Adrian.
This way.
That's my nephew, Adrian, and his new wife, Becca. So, welcome. So, and then we have a couple babies, have new babies in the family. We have Ava. She's not feeling well, so she's kind of a little shy. She's about 14, 15 months. And then we have my great-granddaughter, which is back there in the back. I just saw her today, so I don't know her name yet. Nevaeh Nancy, I'm told. I'm getting accused of my son. So that's Grandpa. I'm great-grandma.
Get it right.
Okay. So, with that being said, like I said, without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to my brother, who is the next oldest. So what I have tasked my siblings to do is to entertain you guys with funny stories about my mother. So since I started out talking, I'm going to be the last. I'm going to let them say what they have to say about my mother, and let you guys know how she was as our mother when she was young, and of course when she's now. And then of course we'll open it up to other entertainment after that. Ronald Gardner.
All right. I did not expect to come up right now, but I just want to say a few things about my mother when I visit my mom. I try to visit my mother once a month. We spend some good times together, and I just want to say a few things about what happens when you stay there. When I stay there. Because it's just her and I. So I'm not going to talk about any stories of the past. This is something now and that's been going on. So, there are some TV shows that I've never watched. So I come visit my mom on the weekend. We'll talk about the family, who's doing what, find out about all her friends and everybody else and how's everything going. And then my mom says, Ronnie, turn on the TV. So I turn on TV. I want you to watch this show. I'm going to tell you 4 shows she got me watching. The first one was Family Braxton Value. The Braxton. The Family Value of the Braxtons. So she got me watching that. So I'm like, okay. So I started getting into the family, the Braxton Values, or whatever it's called. So another show that she loves, and she got me loving it now, was Sweetie Pies. So she got me watching Sweetie Pies. So now I get into Sweetie Pies. So here's another one she got me watching, and this is like, oh no, this is getting real heavy. Ilana Fixed My Life. You guys agree with that one? All right, let's turn it to Ilana Fixed My Life. What? So that's really emotional, and it gets, you know how that goes. Ken's here. Oh. Ken. Okay. And then the last show I want to say, This is the one that knocked me out one time. We're at the house and we're talking, and then Mom goes, "Ronnie, turn on TV. I want you to check out this show." She goes, "Turn it to Discovery Channel." I said, "Turn it to Discovery Channel." I turn it to the Discovery Channel. I see naked butts, and I said, "What is this, Mom?" Naked and Afraid. You guys remember Naked and Afraid? They survive in the jungle for 21 days. And my mom loves it. And she got me loving it now too. I want you. So now, and this crazy thing is I never watch those at home. I was just watching when I go and see my mom. So she got me watching Naked and Afraid, Sweetie Pies, and all this stuff. But to go along with that, when I visit my mom, she's always on my health. Ronnie, you getting fat. Ronnie, you look so tired. Are you eating right? Get up. So when I spend the night, so as soon as she has me do is get up in the morning. Ronnie, get some orange juice. Drink some orange juice. All right. I want you to get some fruit. Eat some fruit. Get you some cereal. Mom, okay. Get you a piece of toast. All right, Mom, I'll do that. Throw some banana in your cereal. Eat some cereal. Throw some banana in there. So, throughout the day, my mom had me eating right. Had me doing good. And then we sit down to watch one of these shows. She goes, "Ron, I feel like a hamburger. Go to McDonald's." Eating all this little stuff like a bird. Now you want to go to McDonald's. So I just wanted to mention those are a couple of things. I have a few more, but I'm just not going to go any further than that. But I really love spending time with my mom. I really love it, Mom. It's enjoyable. You make me giggle at times. I don't even show it, but I be giggling under my breath. Sometimes I'm going to throw one of the more things. Sometimes she leaves a little bit too much food in the refrigerator. I be looking, I say, "Mom, why you got all this food?" She goes, "Yeah, I know, Ronnie. Pat's going to be here soon. Let's clean it all out." So Pat will come and clean out that refrigerator. And Cheryl, right? My mom will have everything in it. And one thing, she told me, "Pat's going to be here soon. Clean it out." So,
like you're in the garbage can.
Yeah, right. But anyways, I just wanted to say those few things. And Mom, I love you. All right.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. Celebrating Mom's 90th birthday with us. Ronnie is a hard act to follow. I don't really have any funny stories, but I will say that, Mom has been here for us, for probably everybody in this room, as a matriarch, confidant, always gives great advice, tried to set us on the right path. But a couple of things that I can remember is one time I was here visiting with Mom, and she was a little younger, and we were in a room. And she started doing all these stretches. And I mean, she could do splits. And I was shocked. I said, "Mommy, how do you know how to do those splits?" And she just said, "Oh, you'd be surprised. I get it." And she was, kicking her leg up and everything. And I was shocked because I couldn't do it. And I'm trying to figure out, why is my hip all tight and hers isn't? So that's one thing funny that I remember because it surprised me. Another thing is, I was living in San Jose, and I decided I wanted to go to college in Long Beach. And I needed to go down, I needed to get my classes and do things like that. But I had no transportation, and she wasn't going to go with me, so she let my cousin Diane and I borrow her car. And I meant to ask her, she had a green car. And Diane and I went down to LA together. So I guess the point was it was a brand new green car. She knew I wanted to go to college. She couldn't go with me, and she made sure that my cousin can go with me to make sure that I get registered so I can do that. And then the last story I'll say is when I had my son Brandon, She came down because I didn't know what I was doing. I was 22 and I was a mother, and I was like, oh my goodness. I'm calling her, I'm crying, I'm in tears. And she came down with my sisters, and she took Brandon and just showed me what to do as a mom and how to take care of him. But then when he started getting all the attention, I was a little upset and started crying. And all she said to me is, oh, baby, you're upset because we're not giving you any attention. So I cried some more. But Mom, I just want to say I love you so much. I'm in Tennessee now, but I try to call my mother at least once or twice a week and catch up and talk to her. To Ronnie's point, I was calling her on Tuesdays, and I found out I couldn't call her on Tuesdays because I think that is the have and have not. And so she's just like, baby, can I call you right back? And I'm like, Mommy, I'm calling you long distance. I want to talk to you. So she finally let me know why I couldn't talk to her on Tuesday, so I stopped calling her on Tuesday. So anyway, everyone, thank you for being here tonight, celebrating this time with us. I know that you all love her just like we do. Mom, thank you so much. I love you.
Yes.
Kathy.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. I love you, Mother, very much. Very, very much. Anyways, a lot of things I have to say about Mom because I've been in the picture quite a bit. She calls on me quite a bit, and I have no problem coming there to be right there for her. But Mom has a lot of funny things that she does. For one is, I don't think so, or she always wants to know what's going on. And I'm trying to explain it to her, and she said, well, tell me again. But that goes with everybody, every one of us. Can you please explain it again? It's like she tries to catch you up at something. Well, now how did that go? You know? But I just really enjoy my mother, and I'm always there for her. Anytime she needs me, I try to be there for her. I'm just a phone call away. She knows I might be tired, but I'm going to still be there for her. And I love you dearly, Mother, with all my heart. All right. Yes.
How much older are you than your sister?
One was 18 minutes and one was 7. So 17 minutes. This one was in front of me. Well, you know, Aunt Dean, at one time I used to be upset because I said I was in the back. And Mommy said she cried when she found out she was having another set of twins. So I said, Mommy, you didn't even want me. She said, girl, don't you say that. Yes, I did. I said, no, you didn't. But anyway, here's my twin.
Good evening. This has been a long, long, long time coming. And again, we want to thank all of you guys for being here. I'm so glad to be here, and we're so happy to celebrate Mommy's 90th birthday, and we are so happy that all of you guys are here too. I'm gonna do two things. The first thing is I want to share my funny story, and then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share something else. My funny story is this, and I was thinking and racking my brain trying to figure out what funny story could I tell. A couple years ago, Mom asked me to go to her little IHSS thing to get certified in case she ever needed me to be her care provider. So I said, okay, Mommy, I will. And she was in between care providers, and so I was, stepping in, and I was being her care provider. And I remember one day, I was having a good day, Mama was having a good day, and I waltzed into Mom's house, and Mom says, baby. I said, yes, Mom. She says, I want to take a bath today. She said, would you help me take a bath, baby? I said, oh, yeah, Mom, sure, yes, I'll help you take a bath. So Mom told me exactly how to draw her water, what to put in her water, all that she wanted to do. So I helped Mom into the bathroom, and Mom inched her way, to the bathroom. She gets into the bath. We get her into the bathtub. And Mama is having a funky good time. She is having such a good time. I went back into the living room. I sat on the couch. I started watching TV. And I would pop in from time to time. Mom, are you okay? Oh, baby, I'm fine. So I would go back and I would sit on the couch, and Mom, just like a little child, she's just having herself a really good time. And then finally, probably about a half hour later, she hollers out, Karen, I'm ready. I said, okay. So I go in there. Mom had already let all the water out, so the water was all let out. And she's sitting in the bathtub like a little baby. So I said, okay, all right, Mom. So I get in there, and I try to pull her out. Wouldn't happen. So I said, okay. Mom said, wait a minute, baby, wait a minute. I don't want you to hurt your back. I said, Mom, I got this, I can do this. Well, baby, let me just help you, I said, okay. So Mom, she kept moving from side to side. She kept tussling. She kept wrestling, trying to get herself out of that bathtub. We put a towel down on the bottom of the tub. And I kept trying to pull her up. She couldn't get up. I said, oh no. So now I'm getting nervous, but I didn't want her to see that I was nervous. I didn't want to have to call the paramedics to help me get her out the bathtub. And so Mommy kept tussling and tussling. After a while, she had stopped. She was tired. She's breathing all hard, panting all hard and everything. And so she said, if I could just get my foot, I said, Mom, get your foot up under you, if I could just get it. So she finally got her foot up under her, and I grabbed her, and I was able to pull her up. And then she got out the bathtub. So she got her out the bathtub. Mom was all dressed. She was happy because she was fresh, clean, squeaky clean. She was happy. And so I had this saying every time I'd come over. I'd say, Mommy, let's go take a bath. She's like, oh no, baby, I don't want to take no bath. Oh no, I'm not taking no bath. I said, Mom, it's time to get the bathtub. She's like, no, it's not. That's my funny story. That's my funny story. Mom, do you know how special you are? Do you? Do you really know how special you are? Do you really know how much you mean to all of us here? Your children, your grandchildren, your sisters, your brothers, your nieces, your nephews, everyone here. We just all love you. Your friends, we have friends here. Sandra's here, my girlfriend Patsy's here. So we all love you. I had a dear friend that I wanted to come to present this to you. He's a very good friend of the family, Councilman Alan Wayne Warren of District 2. And so we have a resolution for you, and I'm going to read that resolution. Recognizing the achievements of Vanetta Virginia Gardner. Whereas Vanetta Virginia Gardner has been a longtime Sacramento resident, known as the matriarch of her family. She is loved and respected by them, and her reputation of being a loving, generous, godly woman precedes her as she serves her family, friends, and community. Whereas Vanetta began from humble beginnings in the South, her adventures of being the wife of an honored and decorated military spouse, Herschel B. Gardner, has enabled her to travel to 3 different countries, Germany, Japan, and Taiwan. Whereas Vanetta holds no degree and has only a 10th grade education, Vanetta is the epitome of a true change agent and is wise beyond her 90 years on this earth. Her loving, humorous, yet candid advice has helped with conflict resolution for families and the community. And whereas Vanetta has given birth to 2 sets of twins and 6 children, where she has been the beacon of light, longevity, and pillar of strength for her family. And whereas Vanetta and her wealth lies in the knowledge of her experiences and profound effect she's had on her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren and community, leaving a legacy of what true motherhood is all about, while serving her purpose of mentoring those around her will be passed on for many generations. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and city council of the city of Sacramento that we hereby recognize Vanetta Virginia Gardner for her kindness, energy, and graciousness as she continues to enrich those around her and the city of Sacramento. All right. 7th day of April, 2018, Carol Steinberg, Mayor. Jeff Harris, District 3. Eric Guerrera, District 6. Rick Jennings II, District 7. Steve Hansen, District 4. How do you pronounce that name? Angelique Ashby, District 1. Alan Wayne Warren, District 2. Schreiner, District 5. And Larry Carr, District 8.
I'm getting back to the funny. I'm the oldest, as I'm sure everybody knows. I know my aunts and uncles know this, and friends. If you don't know it, I am. But anyway, I want to go back to when I was little. Mom and I have been road dogs since I was 18 months old. My father was stationed in Japan, and at the age of 18 months, my mother took me and herself all the way to Japan, just the two of us, and have never been to a foreign country before. And she made a home. I don't remember it, but some of my aunts and uncles said I came back talking Japanese. So that was my first time traveling out of the country, and then after that my parents went to Germany, and again my mother went, I think it was Daddy there, or it was just you and I on the ship? Okay, so again, my mother's traveled thousands of miles to join her husband in a foreign country, and again, she went about making a home. I'm not saying a house, I'm saying a home. I'm talking about decorated, I'm talking about warmth, I'm talking about friendly, I'm talking about everything that a home actually has. And my mother did that in a foreign country. She would find furniture, I don't know where she got it, but she found furniture, and it was always the latest, and the other GIs and their wives would come over and say, Vanetta, you have done such a beautiful job. We just love coming to your house. And every now and then my parents would have poker parties and other parties and everything else. So that's how I learned to have the touch for partying or setting up for parties and stuff like that. And then after that, the third country that my mother went to, and this time it was with all of us, except for Karen and Kathy. You were born in Taiwan. Okay. But Patricia was, I think, 6 weeks old. 6 weeks old. Yeah, it was after she had Patricia. As soon as the doctor said she could travel, Ronnie, Donnie, me, Patricia, we all went to Taiwan and were there for 5 years. We were there for 5 years, and again, my mother made a home. So she has always been there for us as children and as a mother, thinking that she was going to come up with, I wanted to be a doctor, I wanted to be a lawyer, I wanted to be anything other than a mother. And she said, I always wanted to be a mother and a wife. And she did that. For all of us, she has been an excellent mother. So we cannot complain. That's why we're here celebrating her. We cannot complain. So she said, okay, I'll show you. My mother snatched me. Now, she was pregnant with my brothers. She couldn't run after me. So she snatched me, grabbed me, put me on the ground, and sat on me. And I said, oh my goodness, my mother's going to kill me. After she finished with me, she said, now go get my chain. So my mother has always ruled the house with love, but also with force. And when she spoke, you better listen. It wasn't one of those type of things you were going to be able to get your way and get away with it. And because she has instilled that quality in all of us, we have the same approach with our children. If we speak, we expect you to do it. There's a lot of different stories that I can tell because, like I said, I'm the oldest and I've traveled with Mom. I'm her road dog and everything else. But I just want to let you know that we all love her. She's done a lot of funny things, as you can tell. But we all love her because she has been a strong woman for all of the years that we've known her. And I know her brothers and sister know who she is too. So with that, I'm going to open up the floor to her brothers and sisters. Do you have something to say? Okay, okay.
Before you do it. No.
We can't. Yeah. The court's not long enough.
Before we do, Mom has a request. And her request is that we read Psalms 91, that I read Psalms 91. This is her favorite song, or one of her favorite chapters in the Bible. So, if I could just get your guys' attention. Psalms 91, you want me to read the whole thing, Mom?
Yes.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thy wings with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For He shall give His angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against the stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because He hath set His love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall come upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Amen.
My mom's brothers and sisters that like to have something to say.
I have one.
Okay.
I just like to say this. I am the next to the last of the brothers, and I've been knowing my sister all my life. I'm telling you, they don't have any idea what my sister's like when we were kids. I told my wife, which I've been together with her 47 years, and when I met her, the first thing I told her, I said, if you can get by my sister, Vanetta, baby sister, we call her, I said, then you're going to be okay. Because my first marriage was when I was 17 years old. And my sister was overseas with her kids, with Cheryl. And when she came home, she asked where we were when I was. My mother said he got married. And then finally she met my first wife. And she told my mother, she said, why did you let him marry her? You know better. You know he's not old enough to be married. But did you see what she looked like? Anyway, to make a long story short, what Cheryl and them were saying, I seen them born. I held them when they were born. Ronnie, Donnie, Cheryl. Cheryl, we only 5 years apart. So every time they used to come home, I used to hate it. Overseas, my mother would always put us out of our room. And she would take a room for Cheryl, all the kids. She didn't care. And their father come in before they go to the next station. But boy, when they came home, they were just, they took over the house. But they were beautiful, a baby sister, for one thing. That's what I've always called her, baby sister. She's always been strong. She's always been a person that I could talk to. And if you don't want to know the truth, don't ask her. I swear to God, she's going to tell you. So when I call her, you're going to talk straight up and don't tell her you got a problem. Because then she want to know the whole story. But I can only say this, by me being next to the last brother, and our family being as big as it is, and I've seen all my nephews and nieces come into this world, every one of them, you know, every one. And I just say that I'm proud to be an uncle at 75, you know, to see the growth and the love in this family. And every time I look around to see that she made 90, I said, when I called on her birthday, I said, man, 90 years old. I just pray that I can get there. You know, at one time when you're young, you said 90, that's old. Yeah. Keep living. See if you can get there. Yeah. So it's just a blessing to wake up at 90 years old and see the next day. Okay? So when you see a person like that walking around, you better bow down to them. Because that's a road. Okay? Thank you.
I was going to ask Aunt Jean.
I was
Good afternoon, everybody. I am so pleased and so proud to have you all here to help us celebrate my sister's 90th birthday. She is as dear as anybody could ever be to me, my sister. I love her like she is an angel just shining down on me. Because anytime I've ever gotten into a situation that I need someone that I can talk to, I know I can talk to my sister. I know my brother's a little older than I am. He has caused us in our life to go through some changes unnecessarily. I know Vanetta and I, one night, we were running for first place in the bowling alley for first place. And he had the audacity to tell me that I had to go get his car in order for me to be able to please him. So I never wanted to ever not please any one of my sisters or my brothers because they know how I am. I'm very sensitive. Nothing just started. It's always been this way. So I just want to know, and everybody to know, how much my oldest sister means to me. She's beside my children and my husband. But truly, she has been my guardian angel. And I thank you guys so much for being here. The only thing that I tell her now is that just not to hang out with, okay, the pastor. I just don't want to, you know, sometimes I have to go through and make sure that nobody coming out the windows and stuff. But she seems to be holding down pretty good. So, sis, just keep that being mellow, okay? I love you really. Thank you. Two things that I had said that they told me was wrong. My nephew, her son, said to me, Dean, I know you're going to be at Mom's birthday party, and I know you're going to have something to say. I said, I am. And I also told his brother something this afternoon, and I hate anybody to take me wrong because I don't mean any harm. I said, one thing that I will not do from now on is my husband and I will remain calm and stay in the old people's place. We will not go back to the days that we were. So just know I have my nephew over there and his wife. They had so much fun with us. They had such a good time. But they overworked themselves and they did not consummate. So I want you guys to pray for them that they stay strong.
Hey, I appreciate everybody coming out here. You know, I was listening to everything, but I got a funny story before I'm going to deliver what I want to say to her. You know, we went down to Los Banos to Rita's funeral, and we party. You know how people party and stuff. And me and Kathy got to arguing, and she said, "Ed, leave Kathy alone." I said, "I'll put you out right now. You better leave Kathy alone. I'll put you out." So I had to keep my mouth shut up till I got back to Sacramento. But once I got to Sacramento, I said, "I go $4 miles down. I got to call them home." But back to the real thing, what I'm talking about. Psalm 31 talks of a woman like that. She's very virtuous. Number one, a mother's love. Mother stand up there on the platform and she recognizes all her children. She don't favor none of them. She ain't gonna be like Jacob and Coke with milk color. She said, "My kids all gonna have the same color." So she was already eliminate that jealousy role, but she would always guide and direct her children from what my point of view. The love that she give her grandkids when no one else had the opportunity. The woman step up to the plate. That is the love of a mother. If you can't understand when the love of a mother start guiding and directing and showing you which way is up, that's the mother's love. She put on the dress of justice. But one thing about this woman, when she put the justice skirt on and the sword in her hand, she's swinging the word of God to you. She take off the veil and she sees everything. Not partiality. She sees everything. You might think that she didn't see, but that woman sees because she's a virtue woman. She take care of her family. She gives sound advice to you if you open up your ear and take a listen. I wish my mother was here. She's the only mother I have up here in Sacramento. I appreciate her for my wife, Kathy, because she raised her children in order to respect their man. Now, that's the way we learn how to live with each other through love. See, through love and kindness, we draw each other. And we need that forgiving heart. Once you got that forgiving heart, everything falls in place. You'll never have to worry about a thing a day in your life. You stay on that track and watch a mother's love. A mother's love is not going to let her child go astray no kind of way. It might hurt you when she whoops upside your head, but you need to be whooped upside the head at that time if she see you that you were wrong. And this is what I'm talking about, a mother's love. And I appreciate her because she's been a very inspiration in my life. Very much, and especially in my wife. Thank you very much.
Glad to be here with my sister, 90th birthday, and all the other guests and everything. And I really can't think of nothing to say no more than I love her a lot. And she's a good person. All over my life, she was a lot older than I am. And she taught me a lot. And we did a lot together. And just grateful to be here.
I'm the oldest grandson, okay, and up here is my kids, the great-grandchildren of Vanetta Gardner. My grandmother has instilled in me the value of family, being there, being responsible, along with my mother, okay. I wouldn't be the man that I am today if it wasn't for these two women. My grandmother taught my mom, and then my mom taught me, and I'm teaching my kids. So far, my kids have been doing good so far. With Grandma's love, I have learned to be understanding, I've learned to be open, I've learned to be compassionate and patient. My children also taught me patience, but from her, I've learned the most important things. Grandma, I love you. My kids love you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be here. You are everything to us. Well, I guess my oldest son will speak for himself. So here it goes. This is my son, Daniel.
Well, first of all, happy birthday, Grandma. I'm glad that I could make it here to this very monumentous and special occasion for you. It's such an amazing thing to see that one person could bring this many people together and make so many great things happen for all of us. I'm not going to say anything too much, but obviously you know that you mean the world to me and to everybody in this room. And we love you, and we hope to have you here with us for many, many more years.
All right. Okay, so we have something that's really special that we want to show you guys. Brandon Foster, this is my gift to my mother. It has taken me hours. It's been a full-time job. I don't really understand PowerPoint, and so I did the best that I could. It's not perfect, so for those of you who are computer savvy and great with PowerPoint and special effects and all of that, I did what I could, okay? So anyway, let us all turn our attention to the television, and this is a tribute to... All right.
Never could have made it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Okay. And I just wanted to say something to my grandmother especially. Grandma, you mean the world to me. And I just want to let you know how much you mean to me. There are some fond memories that I have of my grandmother growing up. And she was the very first one that really, I believe, started to instill spiritual lessons into my life. I can remember going to visit her when I was a kid in Richmond. And that time was such a wonderful time going with my grandmother and spending the summers with her. And she would get me dresses and gloves and hats and all that kind of stuff. And we would go to church. And I used to love playing on the tambourine with my grandmother. But those summers were just amazing with her. But I also remember some funny times with my grandmother. I can remember being in the room and she would be falling asleep. And I would go get the recorder and record her because she'd be snoring. And she didn't believe that she was snoring, so I had to record her just to let her know how much she was snoring and talking in her sleep. And I can also remember there was a time that I was sick. And she was trying to get me to take this medication, and I couldn't take the medication. And she was, Amira, take this medication. And I said, Grandma. And she was trying to stuff it down my throat. And so she actually cut the inside of my throat trying to stuff it down with her fingernail because I couldn't swallow it. I said, Grandma, I can't swallow this. She said, oh, no, you're going to take this. And I can remember, you know, her just being just a wonderful grandmother, you know, spending Thanksgiving with her, spending Christmases with her. And so, Grandma, just want to let you know how much I love you, how much you mean to me. I love our talks. I love coming over, you know, being able to have our talks and, you know, just listening to your wisdom, your spiritual guidance. I just want to let you know how much I love you and appreciate you for everything that you do. And Hassan wants to share something as well.
right. Man. So grandma. Man. You know, one thing I appreciate about grandma, and something that I'm not, the thing that I'm saying is something that you guys already know about her, is that she's a straight shooter. That's something that I appreciate about her. She doesn't really mince words. She's honest. She's real, and I just love that about her. But I met Grandma about 18 years ago. I'm 36 now, but I met Grandma when I was about 18. And I want to share a little poem that kind of just reflects my experience with Grandma. I met her when I was 18, and it was just funny how we met. This poem that I wrote is called Funk and Forgiveness, okay? Funk and Forgiveness. It's not your regular rhyming poem, but just listen. I look back now, and I'm still tickled. Traveling north on I-5, passing up Sutterville Road, I was sitting on the right-hand side of the back seat. Amira was in the front passenger seat, and Grandma was in the driver's seat of her metallic blue Chevy Lumina scraper. Y'all know Grandma used to have a scraper, right? Now, she was getting on my case about something, and being 18 years old and not really being at the mindset where I really like to back down. Grandma, she was 72. She had kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids, and she wasn't backing down either. Now, I must have said something sarcastic, because the only words I remember from my first car ride with Grandma was her response to me when she said, "You funky." You know that? You real funky. Now, I'm not sure when Grandma started change. I'm not sure when Grandma started change toward me, but somewhere between my funk and her forgiveness, something happened. Or perhaps it was something that was there the whole time. But why would a woman show me the love of a mother? You see, I discovered something about forgiveness that I learned from Grandma Bowles. Some people prefer to believe that some individuals just naturally have forgiving hearts, but I've learned something of myself based on the spirit of forgiveness that was shown toward me. And it is that when you've been forgiven from much, by default of the Spirit of God, you reciprocate that same thing toward others. I don't believe a person can truly forgive until they first see the faults in themselves. No one in this world is exempt. No one in this world is exempt. And no one in this room is without shame, blemish, stain, spot, or regret. Which tells me that somewhere along the line, Grandma recognized her own mistakes, which caused her to love a wretch like me, a sinner like me, a thief like me, a grimy young cat from the jungles of San Jose like me. That kind of forgiveness does not happen with the carnal mind. That kind of forgiveness does not happen with the carnal mind. I said that kind of forgiveness does not happen with the carnal mind. That kind of forgiveness only happens with the repentive mind. That kind of forgiveness only happens with the repentive mind. I said that kind of forgiveness only happens with the repentive mind. We can be so blind at times, walking around like your job don't stink. To forgive one, it requires humility. To truly forgive one must hold forgiveness principally. Forgiveness is the principle of peace. That forgiveness was given by the Prince of Peace. Forgiveness does not come without a cost. Somebody had to pay. So you say, I have peace. Then forgive. I got Jesus. Then forgive. Amen. Your job can't buy forgiveness. Your money can't buy you forgiveness. Your clothes can't buy you forgiveness. Your talents can't buy forgiveness. Your good deeds can't buy you forgiveness. If they could, then why won't you forgive? Amen. Every time they come in the room, you feel uneasy. When you see them, your grin really has no smile. Some will forever broke the walls in darkness, trying to find a way out of a cube with no doors, no windows, no exits, only to find that they labor in vain, fighting, searching, seeking for something that can't be found. My grandmother cried out from the depths of her soul, from the abyss of her being. And my Heavenly Father, her Heavenly Father, delivered her from the regrets and the weight of the past. Granted her power to live right for the present and blessed her with the eye salve to see across the ceaseless ages of eternity for a bright hope for the future. Love you, Grandma.
Yes, I wanted to go through with the program, and then at the end I was going to say thank you all for coming, Cheryl. Thank you all, you and my cousin. Thank you, baby. All right, you're more than welcome.
Grandma Vanetta, Mom, we just want to say that we love you so very much, and we feel so blessed and honored to have a wonderful and beautiful great-grandmother like you. I want to personally thank you for always being there for me and encouraging me to be the best person that I can be. And I will forever cherish the good times that we had together and keep your words of wisdom in my heart. It was a couple months ago when I had came to your house and I sung to you a song called Trust You, and you really liked it. So now at this time, Chelsea and I are going to dedicate this song to you. I praise God for the 90 years of life that He's given you, and I pray that you have many more. Happy birthday.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
Letting go of every single dream, I lay each one down at your feet. Every moment of my wandering never changes what you see. I've tried to win this war, I confess. My hands are weary, I need your rest. Mighty warrior, king of fight. No matter what I face, you're by my side. When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give me answers as I cry out to you, I will trust, I will trust, I will trust in you. Truth is, you know what tomorrow brings. There's not a day ahead you have not seen. So in all things, be my life and breath. I want what you want, Lord, and nothing less. When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give me answers as I cry out to you, I will trust, I will trust, I will trust in you. You are my strength and comfort. You are my steady hand. You are my firm foundation, the rock on which I stand. Your ways are always higher. Your plans are always good. There's not a place where I'll go you've not already stood. When you don't move the mountains, I'm needing you to move. When you don't part the waters, I wish I could walk through. When you don't give me answers trust, I will trust, I will trust in you. I will trust in you. I will trust in you.
I love you, and I'm happy that you have 90 years of life, and I hope you have many more years. And I love you. Yeah. The blood that Jesus shed for me way back on Calvary. It's the blood that gives me strength from day to day. It will never lose its power.
So really, baby.
It soothes my doubts and calms my fears, and it dries all my tears. It's the blood that gives me strength from day to day. It will never lose its power. For it reaches to the highest mountains, and it flows to the lowest valleys. The blood that gives me strength from day to day. It will never lose its power.
Sing it. Yes, sir.
For it reaches to the highest mountains, and it flows through the lowest valleys. The blood that gives me strength from day to day. It will never lose its power.
Yes, sir.
It will never lose its power.
I'll be playing Summertime, or attempting to. Grandma, this is dedicated to you, and happy 90th birthday.
Yes, it's me. You couldn't tell it was me? I'm sorry, I let my beard grow out. Huh? Good to see you, man. I'm going to go. But I want to thank you, Mother. I know that your prayers have been answered with me, and even when I was in the lost and found, you still prayed for me, and I came on home, and I'm so thankful to be a part of the family and see all these wonderful faces. But more importantly, I'm just blown away at 90 years old because you're the oldest person that I know, and full of wisdom. I know a lot of people with a lot of wealth, but you're so wealthy. And just to tell you how wealthy you are, when I'm with you, we don't have to say anything. Just being in your presence blesses me. And I just want to thank you for those. I don't know what you whispered in my ear. Come back, tell me what you said. Anyway, Mother, I want to thank you so much for just blessing me with your prayers and your love that you have for me. I mean, whenever I'm with you, you give me full attention, full love, and I'm just so blessed to know you. And thank you for inviting me in your journey of life. I love you. Thank you, Mother.
I whispered in his ear and I told him to tell how he's a part of the family. This is Tristan's father.
Oh, yeah.
This is Tristan's father. And so Mom had a prayer that that the Lord would bring Tristan and his dad together. And in 2011, that prayer was answered. 2011, that prayer was answered. So this is Kevin Rackley, Tristan's father. I think next is going to be, okay, so anyway, Avion is over here. He's all set up and would like to take pictures. He'd like to take pictures. So if you guys would come over to his booth.
You want cider or champagne?
You want cider champagne? Get the glass for them. You want cider champagne? Nice to meet you. This is my brother Eli. This is his younger brother. Me, I like some champagne.
The champagne is inside.
This is cider. This is cider.
Oh, okay.
This is cider. Let me get you champagne.
I've been looking at you and I didn't say.
This is cider for mom. I'll get the champagne.
Yeah, I'm ready to go out. Thank you. I'm changing up.
You know, you gotta not have to have on.
Yeah.
I would have known, but I just who is that man?
Yeah.
Who is that man? Thank you. I'm so glad you were there.
Oh, yeah. Goodness.
I'm really happy. All right. That's good. That's good. Y'all, thank you so much. It is a family reunion. That's what it is. That champagne? Yeah.
So how do you like the party?
Oh, I'm just loving it. It's wonderful. Truly enjoying it. I haven't got a chance to say anything yet, but I'm enjoying it. I'm so happy that people came from far and near. My grandsons are here. My children are here. It's 5 generations of this here. And I just haven't been able to get up and say what I wanted to say. So I think it's about time. That's what I think, you know. But I'm really enjoying my party. My sister's here. My other sister's here. Everybody's here. But I'm really enjoying it. It's a blessing. Like I've said before. Thank you. Yeah, wonderful. My sister, yeah, you want to say something? You don't want to say nothing? I did. All right, you did.
How you doing? Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Great, I know, right?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mama. Happy birthday to you.
She said you
Thank you so much. Thank you. I just want to say a few words.
Speak.
If they didn't.
Everybody quiet. Quiet on the set.
I would like to say a few words. First of all, I want to give God the honor and thank Him for being here. I thank Him for 90 years. I thank Him so much because He's been so good to me. The kids have had a lot about traveling and as children, but I just want you to know that I love the Lord. And I want you to know that I'm so happy that y'all came far and near to be here with me tonight to celebrate this. And y'all gonna see me 5 years from today for another one. But I just wanted to say my grandson one came from Washington, the other one came from Arizona, which is Daniel. My other grandson came to me from Milwaukee. And I think the rest of them is from here. Here. Oh, and Tristan came from L.A. Southern California, L.A. So I just think they took their time out to be here with me. And I think that's all of them, my nieces, my sisters, my friends, everybody for being here to help me celebrate this. I mean, I've been kind of a little upset and nervous about what's going on here and there, but I'm okay. I'm okay. And I just thank everybody for being here. I want to say this. This is what I really want to say. I wanted to point out how many kids that I have here, which is I think it's the 5 generations here. Wow. Nobody realized this, and this I wanted to say before everybody left. but it's 5 generations here, and you know that is a blessing. It don't happen up very often. But God has been so good to give me all this time to be here. And you know, we all ask, what is our reasons? This is my reason, this is my family. You know, we don't have to be great this and great that. You can start right in your own family to be the reason you're here. And I just thank God has kept me here because of the family. And I love you, I love everybody, and thank you all for coming. This is my good friend over here. This is my road dog over here. But I love you all. And
yeah, I'm the one who
so
keeps
much.
her in line, and she keeps me in line.
I'm the one that picks her up and take her places and have dinner and everything else. Leave me out. Thank you for coming. Thank you.